They say he's a swordsman.
Yeah. Special edition of Repping for You right now. You know what I mean? I've been doing these reaction videos before, and mainly to do with either Street Fighter or Tekken. But you know, when I'm able to do a reaction video which combines hip hop, what Repping for You was about at its core, with the video games, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? This goes way back. The story goes back to, can we say 1999? When Wu-Tang, Taste the Pain, or Shaolin Star, depending on where you are in the world, when that game did drop on the PlayStation and you had the special Wu-Tang controller. I never had that, but man, understand what's happening right now. Big Wu-Tang gamer drop, and yo, this is like a special in-depth developer interview, and I'm gonna react to it. Now, my girl just won money in our bank, and I'm so happy that I don't need to watch the rest of it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get through this as quick as I can, and yo, we're gonna go through it and just grab our thoughts on how to doing this. You know what I mean? My name is Grant Body P, the host of the Repping for You hip hop show, the best damn show in World One Radio. We jump off every Tuesday, 7 p.m. world1radio.com. That's 7 p.m. UK time. Check your time zones. You know what I mean? The absolute best in hip hop, R&B, dance hall, and exclusive interviews, man. Word up, man. Get ready for the next classic. With that said, done the long talk. Let's get into it. Wu-Tang, Rise of the Deceiver. Oh my God. We're gonna have this conversation now. You're gonna keep me waiting, right? It's one of them adverts that you can't skip it either. Make it worse. Make it sip on my ass. Come off. Oh hell no. 2 advert now, you know, 2. Come off.
All right, give it up.
Wu-Tang, 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 Wu.
All right,
that's not a
watching IGN Live.
That's not a Wu-Tang t-shirt.
Is the brand new? Give it up. Brand new action game. Wu-Tang Rise of the Deceiver is the brand new action game based on one of hip-hop's most legendary groups, and I'm dying
the absolute
to find out more.
Best
Please,
legendary hip-hop group.
Up for Brian Adabi Smith and Rashad Reddick from Brass Lion Entertainment. What's up?
Hi, Brian.
Oh, hi. Thank you for coming to IGN Live. Okay, so
who is this girl?
As you can tell, we got a first look
at
the
you
last night. I want to show the crowd because there were some people that haven't seen it. So let's take a look.
Man, this is exciting, yo. This is exciting. Hang on, you gotta find them?
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Find them.
Find them? Oh. See, last time I watched the trailer, I didn't pay attention. And last time in the trailer, I said, where's ODB? Obviously, I was not paying attention. I was just so excited. So,
wow.
You gonna look for them?
Okay. Right?
You gonna look for the Wu-Tang? What sort of shirt you have on?
So it's been 25 years since the last Wu-Tang game. Why is now the time? I mean, it's always Wu-Tang is forever, right? But why is right now?
Of course Wu-Tang is forever!
Like this game.
You absolutely stole our answer because Wu-Tang is forever, first of all. But also, they're on their last ever world tour. And this is an amazing
world tour, yes.
So we are so excited to be a part of that.
I will be there. You can believe that.
Legacy.
So we're searching for the Wu-Tang members in this game. When I find them, do I get their powers? Do they join my... How does all that work? What can you tell me?
Rashad?
Yeah, it's an interesting combination of like how they're presented in the property, combined with like.
We are sponsored by Got the Juice, like, even though it's not the right juice in this bottle right now. I'm drinking something else. I'm drinking pineapple, Ka pineapple right now.
Character, which is sort of like your avatar of self-expression, you know, style and fashion and how you fight.
Scene.
And it's just been an interesting balance of like how we combine that.
So it's almost like Def Jam. Remember Def Jam Fight for New York? He could create a character
like,
and he could
story. Like they're everywhere.
put him in his
like,
bad boy clothes and go out to fights.
Go into details, but I think people are going to be excited and happy.
We get a tease of like a really cool looking weapon in this game. I want it in my house.
Yeah.
Tell me about the combat. What was something like you were thriving for here when designing the combat in this game?
It's fast paced. It's easily accessible. You know, sort of like pick up and play, but there's a lot of mastery involved if you want to go in that direction.
You have a customizable character?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So that's what I said. It's like Def Jam Fight for New York.
Fashion is a very like important thing.
Yes.
For the game and the culture.
Yes.
You know, and so we're giving people a lot of avenues to, you know, express themselves in that way.
Yeah, man. That's what I talk.
Okay, so speaking of combat and characters, I'm going to speed run through a bunch of Wu-Tang references
Uh-oh.
that I hope become weapons or items in this game.
Uh-oh.
And you can either confirm or deny.
Tread
or
carefully
just
here.
comment. I will give you that, right?
Tread carefully.
A liquid sword.
Perhaps.
With the building, two people. Hey, yo,
Form of killer bees.
let's flip the track.
Possibly.
Oh my God! Don't play right now.
Chest boxing gloves.
I mean,
Come on, man.
You did see a sword, and you may have noticed a chessboard in the teaser.
The chessboard, you know.
Dueling iron mics.
This is what happens when you do an interview with a hip hop head.
You can say no comment. Iron flags.
Not in their current form.
Hell's wind staff.
Jeez, that was my tune on Wu-Tang Forever, you
You're giving
know.
me some good ideas. I'm not
Fun
gonna
facts,
lie.
that is my favorite tune on Wu-Tang Forever. Hell's with stuff. Holla, it's Holla Bones.
Guillotine
Oh,
swords.
guillotine
Oh, that's
swords.
a good one.
It's a good one.
An Uzi and or a pinky ring.
It is not a shooter.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, that's in the game.
Ice cream.
Possibly in the soundtrack.
Can I bomb someone atomically?
Socrates' philosophy.
Hey, don't try and impress me.
Let's talk about torture. Can I use a rusty screwdriver? Or a hanger that's been sitting on a stove for a half an hour?
Is this the part where I say?
This is like the worst multiple choice of all.
You know I had to do it. Will I be able to sew an enemy's... No, you know what? I'm not going to go there.
I keep feeding you and feeding you and
Moving
feeding
on.
you.
Tell me about the main character, sort of story-wise, right? You got into the customization stuff a little bit. How did this character get where they are? Why are they where they are?
No spoilers. Can't really go into the story details. But it really, like, our whole thing is that we really want to take the player through this interactive, you know, like.
I swear to God. Come off! So rude.
Cultural Afro-surrealist journey that is built around their mythology, and I think that we've done that.
You do have to save society. I will say that. You're on a journey. You have a mission. You have to clearly enter some fantastical worlds and wreck shop.
Yeah, there's if you don't know anything about them,
She got
you
Wu-Tang
can
trainers on.
hop into the game and have a good time. And if you know about them, there's a lot of stuff in there that you'll pick up on, and you know.
Yeah.
I love it. We got to look at the environments. The art direction is gorgeous. I love how this game looks.
Looks like Shaolin.
Like the New York City that I've been to. So what's going on here? Where is this game taking place? I mean, we've got like some signage for like the Jersey Turnpike over there. So I'm like, I sort of know where I'm going, but otherwise I'm a little lost. So tell me about where we are.
Shaolin does exist. You know, it's there. It's our version of it. But really, like, we wanted to kind of sit in the middle of that Venn diagram of like hip hop, anime, the music, you know, and stuff like that. And so it's kind of like a fusion of all of their influences, like sort of like presented in a contemporary way.
Yeah.
presented by Ghostface Killah.
Yes.
What's up with that?
So the way that this game originally came to be was Ghostface came to our agent with a movie that was in development and said, I want to make a game. And he said, I have the team for you. And then they found out that Just Blaze, who's our director of music and culture, was involved. And we got a lot of faith and trust for that. So we presented some concepts to them. They loved them. And
Then the game's guaranteed to be done. Remember now, Ghostface Killah. He has not made a whack album. Look how many albums he make, and all of them is done. He's my favorite artist of all time. I've met the man twice. He's my hero. They say don't meet your heroes. I met my hero twice, and he's super cool.
In any capacity got me excited, but
3 times if you add when we bumped into each other into the in the Brixton food shop.
Right there. How did that come together? What's it been like working with him?
It's amazing. I mean, when it comes to people in the music industry who understand how to make games or music for games, he's probably the best there is. You know, he's worked on Def Jam Vendetta, NBA Street. He understands how to take music and make it interactive and make it hype. So having him do this with us has just been an incredible journey. He's been taking the Wu-Tang songs, splitting them apart into stems and making them interactive.
Right.
And our audio team has created a fully dynamic music system. So as you're playing, the music is actually
Oh, you're gonna get bare help with stuff from me then.
And then on top of that, he's actually created.
You're gonna get bare glaciers of ice from me. Bare Apollo Kids.
Like more and more exciting.
Last drink.
That was a very humble description of music that is just really fire.
It is. It really is.
I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. I can tell you are. You've got the black and yellow kicks on with the Wu-Tang logos. Has this been just like completely surreal for you two to be working on this?
She's a Wu-Tang fan?
I mean,
But you never see her at the Wu-Tang shows. I've seen Sickness, but not she.
Grown up like in that culture, in that life, you know. They're from the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast. You know, it looks different, but the experiences are the same. And so, like, it's just been like a really like fun and unique, you know, thing to do because no other group really represents themselves in different areas of entertainment the way that they do.
Love it. Easter eggs, references, is this kind of the thing that your team is trying to hide in as much as possible? I know you're making a game where you want people who aren't necessarily familiar with the Wu-Tang or people that didn't grow up with them can still come in and play this game for the first time.
My little nephew knows about the Wu-Tang, okay?
Reward people with back problems.
He's
like
9 years old.
Old enough to remember some of the original Wu-Tang joints.
Enough said.
So what's the plan there? How are you sneaking a lot of those things in?
this is a love letter to hip hop and to the fans. So if you aren't familiar with the Wu-Tang Clan, you get to pick it up and discover them and find something new. But if you're a fan, there's stuff in there for you. There's Easter eggs, there's references. It's really a world that we crafted based on their lore and mythology. So it was an opportunity for us to make something custom built for them.
I love it. Anything else you want to tell the crowd about?
Wishlist the game. It's on Steam and the Epic.
I'm gonna put it on my list. I don't got a PlayStation 5.
Please put it on your list.
RatchlineEntertainment.com.
Oh, so I can go on the thing.
All right. Thank you.
Ah.
Deciever already looks like a triumph. Hopefully we won't have to wait Wu-Tang forever before we're reunited to bring the ruckus.
They should have got me to host that.
Tons more IGN Live ahead, so protect
That's
your
my
neck.
word, man. They should have got me to host it. That's enough. They should have got me to host that, man. But I don't believe my woman. I don't think she's a Wu-Tang fan. It's gonna take more than that to convince me. You know what I mean? I'm in a community full of Wu-Tang heads on my social media. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a lot more than that to convince me you're down with the clan. Oh, so you okay? So you got the Wu-Tang trainers on? All right then. Yeah, I believe you. You know how much females I've come across in my life who claim they're down with hip hop and Wu-Tang, and that time they don't know nothing. They just try to impress me. Oh gosh. At this point, the only way a female can impress me now in terms of Wu-Tang is if they can recite the whole of Ghostface Killer's Apollo Kids tune from Supreme Clientele album, front to back, back to front. It's the only way now. I don't think there's I can only think of one person who can do it. Only one person. She knows who she is.
They say he's a swordsman.